Spaghetti. This is why it's so spaghetti at the start of all of our podcasts.
We found the link.
I'm gonna pretend that we've started recording. Are you ready for that?
That's a good thing to pretend.
Okay, well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Hex Bois Podcast. I am
goodbye.
your. Oh fuck!
Oh well, looks like we're done.
It's not your turn yet. I guess
it is
we'll
my
just...
turn.
We gotta wait.
Okay. You'll find out who that is soon enough. Welcome and one and all. I am your I am your tallest hex boy yet again, Tristan. Yeah.
Are you
Tegan.
taller than me?
Yeah, I'm way taller than you. Tegan,
You're not way taller than me.
I'm way.
I'm like you're bent over.
Hello, I am the most tired hex boy.
No, you
Way
fucking
more
aren't.
tired than that hex boy. Look at
Literally,
That's-
one of the
that's-
hex boys is asleep right now.
most tired hex boy.
You're literally like 4 years old. What are you tired of?
12 inches tall, 4 days old, doesn't even know his
It's-
own name.
It's nearly 4 a.m. for me.
And
Do you
that
wanna
would
tell me
be
how
our
tired you are?
guest. That would be our guest this week. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I don't know which thing which thingalings you wish to be referred to as, so I shall allow you
So
to
I
introduce
am
yourself.
I am Maxim. I am a student of Thomas Devaney, Karl Marx, and Jesus Christ.
What a
Those
grouping.
three men define my life.
Yo, you want to talk
One
about
after
the
the other.
J-Man?
They are all gay men, yes. This is explicitly a sexual belief I hold.
Probably.
I'm not invested in any of those persons in any way other than sexual.
Fair.
Yeah, I suppose fair.
I'm also in Russia, you know.
You are a simple Russian.
No, I'm literally in Russia right now. That my idea was not about nationality. It was about geographical location and how this is going to be the only podcast that you make that has 10 listeners instead of 8 because the two FSB agents that listen to everything I record will listen to it.
I don't know about this.
Yes.
I do. So
The Russian government shall finally listen to me. I can finally
Yep,
have my place in
that's-
parliament.
that was the whole thing.
This joke. This is I like this.
Hi,
yeah,
Russian government. Ooh woo.
Yeah, that's what they like.
Yeah,
This is
I
how
know
you
what
get
they
on their
like.
good side.
I know what people like, Maxim. Come on.
I'm worried about piping in because Tegan will say things that'll get him murdered by the Russian government.
Hey, Russian
that's fine,
government,
because-
please don't murder me. Ooh.
I knew it would happen. Don't you know not wanting to be murdered by the Russian government is the main way to get murdered by the Russian government?
I thought that
It
was
is.
a character trait.
That's a true fact. What Tristan
Yeah.
just said. It is enough to profess a belief in not wanting to be killed by the Russian government, and you're on a fucking list.
But what if I want to be killed by the Russian government?
Oh, that's easy. Just do something that you think a good normal person would do. And
They're after you already, Tegan.
yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Couldn't be.
It's because I'm not in Russia, isn't it?
The Russian government has no opinion on me because I'm not in Russia.
Yeah.
That's not true. They know you.
Everybody
If there's
knows
one,
me.
if I had to guess one person that the Russian
Tristan.
government is aware of,
Tristan,
That's
I have
outside of
100
Russia.
followers on Twitch, okay?
oh fuck.
The Russian government is well aware of me.
Jesus. That is
I'm
pathetic.
I'm sorry I doubted you, Tegan.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That is one of the saddest things I have heard in my life. Wow.
Have you considered?
You're not relevant enough for the Russian government to hate you.
Exactly. So I don't see the problem here.
You're pathetic.
Maxim, You have been invited today because you are the famed storyteller of stories and telling them.
That's me.
That is a you. I want to know some things, and they're
Sure.
very important that I ask
Sure.
them to you.
Yeah.
But so I want to be clear. I will sound very distracted throughout the entire podcast. The reason for this is because I make the podcast thumbnail while we are streaming, while we
that's
are
good.
recording the podcast.
That's smart.
The
That's
reason
very
I do this is so that every time a funny joke is made, I can put that in the thumbnail.
Okay.
That's not the reason. The reason is because I'm lazy.
Can you put
I'm
like
gonna
100
sound-
followers above my name?
Whoops has 100 followers. Do you
I'm
want to
gonna
be
sound
Maxim on the
distracted.
thumbnail?
Yes. I'm gonna sound distracted in the podcast, and that's because I don't care.
That's a good read. That's a
Vaguely.
Vaguely don't care. I directly don't care. So,
So
Tristan, you wanted to ask something?
I want to know about your not your sexual exploits, other
Yeah,
exploits.
no, we don't talk about that.
We do not talk about sexual exploits on this podcast.
the only thing sexual we talk about on this podcast is the Pokemon egg.
Oh shit, the egg.
The egg.
I feel like
Max, do you know about the Max? Do you know about the egg?
No.
Do you know about
egg?
Veg?
Veg.
No.
Send Veg to send it to the group channel so Maxim can see Veg.
I'm trying.
I feel like it's a very important part of our relationship that I don't talk about me having sex.
It is because first of all, it'd be all you talk about. Boom, that's not an insult. Second of all,
exactly. I think this pretty much explains why.
Okay, Veg is here.
The egg. The egg.
You see the egg? You see Veg?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna put Veg in another. I'll hide it. I'll hide it in a small
Put it in
part
like
of
the corner, just like peeking out.
Just a little peeky hole.
A little peeky
Okay,
corner.
I saw it. I got you. I understand what you mean.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. I'm glad you understood because I didn't.
All right, so Tristan, you got some questions?
I do. Maxim,
Yeah.
what are the odds that Julia Microphone comments on this video?
Okay, so we actually released a new episode. So what Tristan is referring to is the fact that I have my own political podcast in Russian, which I produce with my friends for a Russian opposition network, and we have an account that comments on every episode of our show that we release. And her name is Julia Microphone. And we actually had an episode come out today, and I don't think she's commented on it, but the episode has not been seen by anyone. This is actually a good story. So what happened is we've been making this political podcast, and our political podcast is very, very, very progressive. Like we are pro-taxing the rich, pro-LGBTQ, pro like robust social programs, against corruption, pro-democracy, stuff like that. And so we are so aggressively pro all that bullshit that the Russian opposition doesn't like us. We're too left-leaning for everyone in Russia. So everyone hates our show, and no one likes it. Except for women.
No one's. I can't imagine anyone not liking our show.
Our show is too likable.
Our show is so good. We get one comment every episode, and it's for someone else's Discord trying to get us to join their Discord where they.
So our show has
plug their videos.
Maybe 4,000 to 20,000 views per episode, and most of those are men. Around 80% of them of the viewers are men, and then like 15 to 10% are women, depending on the episode. And women watch more because there are less of them. They watch more of our show every time, so we kind of been leaning more into that demographic, and we did a show on like menstrual products and stuff like that. And we've been going more and more and more in that direction. And the number of women watching our show kind of grew a little bit over that. And so we were like, okay, this seems cool. What if we do an episode that is explicitly for men? So we did an episode on fishing.
Oh, hell yeah.
We did an episode on we were like, what's
that's Tegan's thing.
Now you have my
what's
attention.
a manly thing? And so we did an episode on fishing. We had one actual real man who actually fishes, and this guy, he's my good friend. He's been doing the show for a year now, and this was obviously the first time the topic spoke to him personally. So he came with 2 fishing rods. We record on Zoom. He came to the Zoom meeting with 2 different fishing rods, with like a number of the things you use for fishing, like all of it's just set up. And the whole episode, it's 23 minutes long. The story is not about how we filmed a 23-minute long podcast. The story is how I edited it for 7 hours. So he came to the podcast well prepared. The whole podcast is him telling 2 different stories. The first one is a personal story about how he was fishing and ended up in a small fight with another fisherman. And the second story is about how corporate fishing in Canada destroyed native lands, but that kind of bullshit. So
that kind of
that's what our show is like. I say bullshit because that's the only thing we talk about. Like, our show does not discuss things that don't involve destroying native land or shit like that. That's it. That's the point of the show. So, but the reason it took so long was because I was like, this is a stupid topic. I gotta come up with something to make it more fun. So what if I ask my partner to draw a fish? I don't know what the name is. It's not cod. It's like lake cod. I don't know. It's a fish. So I asked her to draw a fish, and then I animated the fish, and then I replaced myself with the fish. And so the whole show for 23 minutes, there's a talking fish in place of me. And it took a very long time because
that's literally a joke that we're trying to do with something else, but I love it.
So the reason it took me so long is because I didn't have any animation software, but I had a lot of time and I had a lot of strength in me. So I did it as a slideshow. Like, imagine how you do a slideshow. So yes. I did 23 minutes of animation as a slideshow. So I had to one by one add pictures of the fish and then change their length so they were like half a second long, so it's an actual animation and not a slideshow. And I did that for the whole 23-minute episode, and because I knew I was gonna do that, like I knew I was gonna be doing that, I actually actively tried to not talk much. Because I knew I would be the one who has to animate it, and I had like a passive animation, which is a blinking. I had the fish blink sometimes so that it doesn't just look static. And by the end of the night, so we filmed the show at 10. We finished at around 11, and then I finished producing the show at around 6:30 a.m.
See, this is the kind of thing that we'll never get from Tegan.
I'm not willing to edit.
So it was a fucking while, is my point. And by the end, I very much thought that the fish, like, I would look at it and it would be a static image, but I wouldn't know if it's gonna blink or not. Like, I in my heart of hearts, I knew that it wasn't because it's a static image, but also I animated it blink. I had it blink every 10 to 15 seconds of the episode. The episode is 23 minutes long, so like 80 times. And so I would look at the fish,
sometimes
and I
you
know
just gotta blink.
I sent you the video.
I can see
now.
it. I'm a little bit afraid of that fish.
You can go look at the fish.
I've been no, I can't. I've been cropping out my own fish for the last about 3 minutes.
I have pulled up the video. I can say that is one beautifully animated fish.
Thank you. And that's
I'm going to make the fish giving me eyes. He's going to be looking into my very soul.
He fucking blinks. It's upsetting. And I had to stare into that fish's eyes way too long. Like, I have seen God, and God did not smile back at me.
Was that a wink? Did I get a wink there?
It winks. It winks at you.
It does a little winky face.
Yeah. The wink. That's two different images of the fish that I made, because actually my partner made 5 images of the fish, opening its mouth, different sizes, and then I added the winking animation so that it could wink. And it's like, because I was the one who created those animations, it's like watching your child shit in the bed after you actually gave them an asshole. Like, they didn't have one, and you took what's like a paper knife.
Had to put a faucet in them.
It'd be like if you made humanity, and then you made a tree that bears fruit that they should definitely never eat, and you're like, I'm going to put these two things right next to each other and see what happens.
No, but like, no, I mean, like, when the stork brings the child. It
does not possess an anus.
Yeah. So someone's gotta cut it in.
I feel like this is a bit from the movie Robots. Am I wrong?
I actually don't.
That happened in that movie, Tegan, right? That's your favorite movie. That did happen, right?
They had to. I really don't want to say that. I want to.
You don't want to remember the thing that happened in that movie. Why is that?
Do you want me to say it?
What?
They fucking hammered that anus into that child. They pounded it out.
I don't like the way you said that.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm glad you were
hesitant. I'm glad you were hesitant.
I feel like you could have said the exact same thing very differently.
And it wouldn't have hurt my soul a lot.
Yeah, that was upsetting because of the choices you actively made.
I'm gonna make my character crying again on.
Can you make mine crying too?
No.
Can you make mine laughing then?
No. I'm not editing you.
Oh.
No.
Can you at least put a Beyond Beef t-shirt on me?
No.
Can you put a repost this shirt instantly t-shirt on yourself?
Is it real? Is it real?
It's real. It's live.
Please put it in the chat so I can put it on myself. Maxim, we're making merch. Tegan's about to send you a link to my merch that I made for Tegan.
Mm-hmm. That I get all the revenue from.
All the $0 in revenue.
If it ever sells, it's like $5.
Holy shit, $5 whole.
It's better than you make. That's my fucking thought.
Holy shit, now I'm gonna be double crying.
Again. Don't ever question me again.
I don't know if we interrupted Maxim or if Maxim just like literally died, and we may never know.
Here's the t-shirt. Alright. I'll go back to not talking.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Maxim, are you alive? Do you need help?
I'm here. I'm listening to both of you. You're not good people.
That's okay.
But I think you know that.
I'm
not sharing any sort of.
You're not sharing anything important? Maxim, I do have questions. How goes the war? How goes that?
What?
How goes the conquering?
I mean, you're a member of Ukraine?
You are a member of one of the two great empires. How goes the conquering?
What the fuck? Who's the other empire?
Good point. I'm sorry. You are a member of the great what would you call it? The Great Khan? I don't know which thing is the most offensive thing I could possibly say there, but I think that one's pretty close. I can't believe you're a
member of Caesar's Legion.
Oh, no. The most offensive thing I think is
good.
actually quite obvious when you think about it. You need to remember that for a very long time, Russia was known as Kievan Rus, which is because the capital was in Kiev, which is the capital of Ukraine. And I don't think there's anything more upsetting than the fact that the capital of Russia used to be in Ukraine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Used to.
Yeah, it. Oh my god! Please kill yourself.
Used to. Maxim,
don't like
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm putting a shirt on my character right now, and I wasn't really paying attention to what you said. Could you repeat it?
I wasn't saying anything. Nothing important was being said.
Oh. Why were you talking then?
Okay, so Instagram just messaged me to tell me that they did not delete a comment that I requested be deleted. Let's see what is it that I requested be deleted and what they claim is not offensive. So the comment was uh uh the gays are so funny. Their assholes are gonna burn so bright they'll go into the stratosphere. I agree. Maybe you're right, Instagram. Maybe I kind of overreached with my reporting here. It's true that this
I
is
agree.
it's not
Yeah.
very offensive. It's just
That's not
slightly
particularly.
offensive.
It's not.
No, it's not as offensive because Instagram has deleted I think 100 comments based on my reporting in the last few days, and most of them are stuff like, I hope I'm there when you die, or like more often stuff like, I'm going to be there when you die.
Maxim,
So compared to that, the asshole in stratosphere comment is actually kind of like
Maxim, all I'm
smart.
hearing is it sounds like you're a narc, and I'm going
Oh,
to
I am. Oh, bitch,
add
I am.
in.
Yeah.
I'm going to add in that I'm being. I don't know what I'm being.
Are you
I'm
narking on
rude, I'm
Maxim
sorry.
right now?
Yeah, I'm narking on Maxim right now. I'm sorry, Maxim. I
Wow.
retract. I retract my statement.
That's why I fucking thought.
I have butchered the thing I was trying. I was trying to put your hand over part of the shirt, but the more I look at it, the more I'm thinking it might actually not be your hand. And I feel like I said something I will regret while I was trying to do that, and now I've fucked up two things at once. So let's move on with our life. Maxim, you were telling me a beautiful story that I told you to save because I wanted to hear it in front of our audience of 11 viewers.
The sex scene one?
Yes. So you,
Okay, so
Maxim, what do you do? What is
so
it you do?
So I'm actually a published writer, and I've been so successful as a writer that I don't have to write books anymore. This might sound insane, and it kind of is, but I actually wrote so many books that my publisher can't publish all of them right away because there are too many. So I have contracts for 6 books right now that all of them are written. And so now I don't write any more books because I'm waiting for the ones that I've already written to get published. So instead of that, I had to come up with a sort of hobby. And so I was like, hey, what if I just masturbate all the time? I'm joking. I did that anyways. But what if instead of watching watching porn, I read porn stories? And so I started reading porn stories online, and they were really, really bad. Like very, very, very bad. Um, I think the thing that like is a good example of what's wrong with porn stories online is so it's very common in stories written by people who don't have a uterus to say in their stories that good sex involves the penis entering the uterus.
It
So
is a thing that has to
here's
happen for good sex.
here's some sex ed for you viewers. That is not going to happen. That's just one. The penis
What are
cannot
you
enter the
talking about?
it can't happen
It's
unless
not.
your penis is syringe sized. That's one.
Are you telling me
Pencil
that?
dick.
I was going to ask if small PP can enter uterus, but Tegan beat me to it.
Pencil
So
dick
that's number
penetrates
one.
uterus.
Number two, and this is also important. Um, if it did do that, and even just hitting the uterus, while there are people with uteruses who do enjoy that, that is rare, and for most people, it will be very fucking painful. Anyways, I was upset with the sex scenes that I was reading, and so I was like, okay, I'll just write my own sex scenes with blackjack and hookers. And so I started writing sex scenes, and I've been writing sex scenes for 2 months now, and
Do you need noted? Do you need noted something under your name now? I think you might need noted.
it should say Billy McFarland the Corrupt.
Yes.
Do you want me to link anything for you in the description?
I don't have anything in English really. Maybe my Instagram, but YouTube's gonna suppress your video for it because my Instagram is happy face sitting.
You think our video like gets sent out to people?
That's not a
First
joke.
place?
That's actually what my Instagram is called. I'm not joking.
Yeah,
It's really
I'll,
funny.
I'll
'cause
still put it in there.
It's
We're gonna get banned, and I love it.
It's funny because it was chosen for a reason. The reason was I liked the idea of becoming famous and people having to link my Instagram on shit, and that literally happens now. Like my publisher, when they announced my book, they linked my Instagram, and they are a young adult teen book publisher, and they linked my Instagram, and I was so happy. I was like, this is why I do what I do.
Oh goody.
Yes.
Gumdrops and all that good stuff.
Anyways, so I started writing sex scenes, and I recently discovered that I actually have 60,000 words of sex scenes written. Like that's the number I've written, and that's the size
how
of a
many.
novel.
That's how many planets should have been in No Man's Sky.
Okay.
60,000?
Yeah, 60,000.
You some small universe, believe it?
So
No, that's just deep lore. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. So I was like, okay, I need to take a break, and I took a break, and I'm still in the middle of the break. I wrote a final scene, and the scene I wrote that like closed up the first season of me writing sex scenes. It's about two people. So it's important. All of the scenes in my scene collection, they're all consensual. They're all explicitly consensual. So like, not just that there's like a disclaimer that just says that they're consensual. It's like, I actually try to make it so that it is obvious
the
in
person
every
says,
scene that
"Please have sex with me," and the other person
Yeah,
says, "Yes,
yeah.
I will."
Yeah. I try to make it so that it is obvious that those people want to have sex with each other. So so nothing non-consensual at all. So the last scene I wrote is two people and they really like each other. This is important because of the things I'm going to describe in a
They
second.
like each other.
They like each other, yeah.
Keep
But the
that
whole
in
scene
mind, audience.
is them just fucking throwing each other around in a very dirty restroom. Like they probably
do.
if it hadn't been
Wait, how dirty is this restroom we're talking about? Is this restroom like McDonald's or is it like Train Spotting?
Oh, it's like Train Spotting. There is literally piss on the like they have sex on top of like used condoms and stuff like that. Anyways, it's a very cool scene. It's a very cool scene. And I wrote that and I was like, okay, I'm done for the season. I'm gonna take a break. And now I'm coming back from break. I'm coming back from break in 10 days. And I've decided that the second season of my sex scene extravaganza is gonna be called Magic, Love, and Robots. And it's gonna feature two storylines because I write like scenes in series. So one is gonna be based on sci-fi, and the other is gonna be based on fantasy, which is something I'm thinking about a lot right now because it's not actually that easy to figure out what fantasy sex looks like because it's kind of obvious what sci-fi sex is because robots. It's robots.
I'm really happy I actually remembered how to spell Billy McFarland's name and I spelled it correctly because
good for you. You make me proud.
Wikipedia.
Who is Billy McFarland, by the way?
Wikipedia. The title entry for Wikipedia is not Billy McFarland. It is Billy McFarland, parentheses fraudster end parentheses.
Yeah, that is
I don't know
correct.
if are there other
Billy
Billy
McFarland's?
McFarland's.
How
Billy McFarland's?
big
Are there
does
other
the Billy hole go? How deep does
no
the
like
Billy hole
other
go?
people's names on Wikipedia do not have a title after their name.
Well, it's because he's special.
He's very special. He is, as a matter of fact, very special. Who knew?
Yeah, so the thing that's happening right now, like literally right now.
Moments ago.
No, literally moments.
Seconds.
Like literally, it's 4:02 for me right now. I got the last image at 3:55, so
Oh shit.
7 minutes ago. I have an artist who is a friend doing cover art for the Magic Love and Robot season, and it's a robot. It's copyright friendly, but it's very much a robot from Portal. but like not explicit, but like very obviously it's a
Inspired by question mark,
Yeah.
exclamation point.
I mean, the more I think about
Is it a dildo turret?
No, it's a regular turret with a very
dill turret?
very big
Cock.
vagina.
Okay.
No.
There were multiple options. I just went with one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you
Turret could
have
basically
right.
be all vagina if you wanted. You know I'm right, Tristan.
I'm sorry. Let me go get the portal turret picture for a second. I'm not putting a vagina on it because I'm putting this online. But...
So yeah, so it's a very cool golden and white robot from Portal, and then there are beautiful magic purple tentacles around it. Let's go with that. Around and partially in it, as tentacles
Usually
are
do.
want to do. Yes.
The real problem is trying to get them out.
That's not a problem.
It's a solution.
The final one, yeah. Anyways.
Tell us about this sex story with robot.
I'm gonna be writing a number of stories, and I'm gonna look at so I'm gonna have the two like series running side by side, fantasy and sci-fi, and I'm gonna.
Oh, you started telling me about this actually. I forgot. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask readers to say like which one they want more, and then I would write into the one that they want more. But for the sci-fi one, I actually think I'm gonna do a slow burn story about a person whose spaceship is like AI, and it's gonna be like a giant woman, smaller man type story where it takes them a while to have sex, and then I'm gonna have him fuck the wall of the spaceship, and it's gonna be really cool. And then for the fantasy one, I actually can't. I'm taking ideas if you have any, because here's the thing: it's not as obvious as I said. It's not as obvious what fantasy sex entails. Like there are fantasy races, so obviously
there's dungeons, there's dragons,
slimes, lots and lots of slime.
Fascinatingly, that's also what Nazca said. Nazca also went with dragons.
Oh, dragons, not slimes.
Big dragon, big mommy milker dragon.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The turret is going to be pointed directly at your head. Thank you for asking.
That sounds about right. That poor turret.
Right between the eyes. No, that blocks
taken
something.
in so many ways, Tristan.
It'll go in the other eye.
So many ways.
It'll go in the other eye. How many ways?
So many ways.
So many ways.
So many ways.
I'm sorry that I interrupted you, Maxim, but it was it was for a good cause. I just want to make you aware.
No, I agree.
I'm doing
fine. I'm alive. That's good.
You're alive?
That's what I want.
Can you give us some advice on that?
On the being alive thing?
Yeah.
Not really. But, like, I recommend having more sex than writing about sex. I'm not saying you should have a lot of sex. Like, that's not my point here. You don't have to have sex at all. That's fine.
To write about
People,
sex. Just
no,
more that.
no, to live successfully. My idea is that for
Yeah, I mean,
happy
you could always
life,
just be. You could be the president of Facebook, the CEO of.
what
Listen,
the fuck?
my waveboard and my flag, we're gonna go have a sensual experience for the 4th of July, and that's all I'm saying. Thank you for asking. I'm sorry. Clearly, I've struck a nerve with you.
You're part of the problem.
That's fine. Somebody's got to be.
You're why we can't have fantasy sex scenes.
Ooh, fantasy sex scenes.
Ooh.
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 Ooh. Sorry, Max.
I don't know why you think I'm upset. I'm not upset. I'm actually fine. Just because I'm crying.
Listen, everyone else that we've had on the podcast, even though they've watched other episodes, never understands that the whole point is to like randomly interrupt each other and make each other feel bad. Like that's the entire point of the podcast.
Hey, Tristan,
I mean, that's the point of your general existence.
Do you want to buy some magic cards, Tristan? I really want to buy.
I don't have money, time, energy.
Some of the collector booster boxes.
We get it. You want the collector booster box?
I want the big boy boxes.
See, here's the problem. I made the laser going towards Maxim's eye, but it also then looks kind of like maybe the laser is coming out of your eye, Maxim. How do you feel about that?
Maxim, how many lasers have come out of your eye?
Yeah, how many lasers have come out of your eyes?
I don't have an opinion one way or the other.
Tegan and I wrote a song. Okay, can I read you some of the lyrics to the song? And you just tell me.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go fucking find it. There it is. I want to be clear. Tegan wrote this and I wrote it down when I thought it was worth writing. Like over the course of the last
year?
Last year, Tegan has just every once in a while he'll say something and I write it down. And I want to know if this is the best Fall Out Boy song. Okay, so the song is called "We're Holding a Competition for the Profile Picture. Please send us your art. We won't pay you." Frowny face.
Okay.
That is the title of this song. It starts with
sounds
ice.
Real.
Yeah, it starts with ice crunching noises, like someone chewing on ice.
I was doing that, yeah.
And then it says, "Hey shit ass, you got small boy disease. It's some disease that makes you small." That's the first word.
That's quality.
Okay, that's already a fifth of the song done. Good. The next stanza is, "Bout to take a big pissy. You know I ain't a sissy. Got a lot of missies in this city." There's also someone saying at the end of each one of those.
Okay, makes sense. I feel like sissy is mildly transphobic, but everything else I'm very fine with.
It rhymed. That's the only reason it's there.
Yeah.
I don't inherently disagree. I wrote this. I forgot about this. I wrote this next one. This is me freestyling to Tegan, because Tegan told me to freestyle. If George Bush had a cat, would he call it George Puss? I said, yo, if Prez Bush had a cat, would he named it after that? Swag.
Jesus.
That's my freestyle. Thank you for asking.
I think we've got a winning here.
We don't have anything directly else, but I have some ideas. Tegan one time said, "Gotta take a big picky of my dicky." So that's gotta be in there somewhere.
That is horrible. That should not be in anything.
Also, Tegan and I together came up with he shitted, she farted, he broke her heart. And that has to also be in there.
That is also bad.
No, it's very good.
It was a very
Did I miss some episodes of the podcast? Do you share this with everyone on the podcast?
No.
It's not this song.
This is the first time we have ever released
It's
parts
the first
of the
time
song.
we've ever told anyone any of the lyrics to any song we were writing, actually.
I feel
Pretty much.
special in a special ed way.
You know it.
Swag.
Oh, here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I've actually been in special classes because I've been to American school as an immigrant, and that means I went to English as a second language classes, and those they treat you like you're stupid. That is, I hated those. The second time I was in school in the U.S. in 6th grade, I actually ended up quitting those half the way through the year because I discovered that the kids who did go to English as a second language, which is, as you can guess, most kids. So the kids who didn't go to those classes got to have, I don't know what it's called, like class hour, or like they got to play computer games and like shit
What?
like that.
I never got that.
Like they had a whole hour.
Once,
I was in
like
the special
once or
ed
twice a
classes.
year, they would stop everything, like randomly. They would just decide in the middle of class, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a field day, and field day just meant that
I
they
feel like you're
weren't
doing
ready
a
to watch
shitty
us.
retelling of a John Mulaney skit.
No, so we had a field day. So what a field day
in
was
elementary
they
school
literally
was the-
just they didn't
like,
cancel class.
fun.
Like you still had to show up, but they didn't do anything.
But field
You
day.
just were you were in
Tristan,
you were
did
at
you not-
school.
Did you not have the like super cool field days in elementary that I got?
Okay,
The one like one day a year where everyone just goes outside and there's a
no, so
shit ton of games.
to be clear, we had that 2 or 3 times the year. So the way that it works is this if the graduating class, like the people that were going to leave like the next day that weren't going to be there, they got like a week because they were all done with their finals and stuff. They got a week where they could prepare the games. So those games were put on by other students.
Oh.
And they got to like, so they would make the games and then the teachers would run them essentially. My year where we were going to get to do that, one of the teachers just randomly announced like the week before it that only one of the classes was going to get to make the games. And it was her class. It just so happened to be. And there was no like discussion on this. It just was announced. So we were like, oh, that's sad, but at least we'll still get to like play games and stuff. So their class didn't make any games.
Go beat
So
up
we just
their
didn't
class.
we
Give
just
'em a
didn't do
soap
anything for
party.
our field day.
Give them a soap party.
We were just there.
What a
So
bunch
that
of
was fun.
dicks.
So
That was-
so just so you know, and I feel like this is very important. The artist that's doing the so I just need to remind you, this is a
sex
robot
robot.
having sex with tentacles. I'm actually gonna send it to you all. Please
Oh, nice.
don't put it on the avatar because it's not officially released yet. But I just
Can
I want you.
What
want
if
you
I
to
make
see
it
this
so small that it's like 4 pixels wide and then I put it on?
So this is like this is a sketch. This is
Oh.
this is not the final
triumph.
product. Like
I'm
this is.
making a note here.
I'm sending this just so
Huge
that
tentacles.
you know that we're talking about like a serious artist here. Like this is
Yes.
not like
This
this
is
is a
clearly-
person like professionally doing shit. And so what she sent me this sketch and I responded like I really like it. And she was like oh, I'm happy. I also really like it. It's so nice to not be drawing furries. Because you know where she got the skills she has.
Yep.
Is this the same person that you showed your persona to?
Yes.
Okay, just had to check.
I feel like it's not
Listen,
like
all I'm saying, so
a question about if
sometimes
you end up
in
drawing
college,
furry porn, but when.
sometimes in college there is there are these things called parties, and sometimes all of your friends are drunk and you're Tristan and you don't drink. So you are bored and all of your friends are drunk and susceptible to deviance. So what you do is you get them all in a room together and you make everyone's persona in the room without their consent. This happened. I did that and I'm not sorry.
The game I always want to play with Tristan is we've seen 3 Titanic cartoons made in Italy. One that is its own thing, and then two that are part of a series of, well, two.
Tentacolino.
Yes. So the question I have is, and I've asked this before, and I don't think Tristan's ever guessed correctly.
I have to add a little fucking disco ball above the fish now. Give me a sec.
Which of the 3 viewings was I so high I barely remember it happening?
Here's the deal.
Never
we watched one of them twice.
Nearly never was I high or drunk in Tristan's presence. Even when I was drinking, I've mostly always tried to be sober, or at least be
coherent,
be acceptably coherent. I don't think I've ever misbehaved because I was under the influence. I try to make my life so that I only misbehave because I'm a bad person. I don't want it to be related to my alcohol problems.
You know what?
But with Tristan, there was that one time. I don't remember how it happened. I think it was probably Katya Konradova's fault. I think we got high together, but I was so high. Oh my god, I was so sad that I was high next to Tristan, because I know Tristan's sober and straight laced.
I'm fucking straight edge.
You're straight. That's what you are. So yeah, Tristan's so.
It couldn't have been the Fishgotech one, because you remember that one.
Oh yeah, bitch. If I was high when we watched the Discotheque one, you would have fucking remembered, because I would have fucking screamed so much.
And you only screamed a reasonable amount, so.
Yeah, we screamed it. The way to guess would be to remember which one was the one where we both screamed, but I screamed way louder than you did. That would be the one.
So, here's the deal. The Fishgotech, we need to give a synopsis of the 3 movies. Okay, so here's the deal. There are 2 different universes of the Titanic movies, first of all. We need to separate them. I don't remember which is which.
Yep, me neither.
And I don't remember, and it feels like they all overlap.
They do.
Here's the deal. Both of the universes feature mice that can speak English.
But with an Italian accent, because they're
immigrants. But with an Italian accent because they're immigrants from Italy. The Titanic was not in Italy.
No.
But the mice were.
Yep. I don't think they had other voice actors, because the movies are produced in Italy, so they only had Italian voice actors.
What's next? Let's start canonically with what happens on the first movie. Okay. So the Titanic is about to launch.
We should call them the Titanic cartoon and the Tentacolino duology. Let's call them this, because
we can. The problem is I don't remember which is which, so we're not going to be
the one with Tentacolino is the 2, because Tentacolino
the one with Tentacolino, yes. It's the one with the 2. He's in both. Here's the problem. Here is the problem. Here is the main issue here. Which one? Now I know it's Tentacolino is the one where he smells the glove.
Oh fuck!
It has to be Tentacolino, because he's the main character of that one.
Then it's the first one.
But that means that we watched Tentacolino 1, then we watched Titanic, then we watched Tentacolino 2.
I believe that is the correct order, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So anyway, there is I cannot think of a non-offensive term to describe this person. There is a possibly human man. I say possibly because he lives several hundred years. There is a possibly human man. He wears a black cloak, and people don't like him because of his race historically. I think that narrows it down enough. Maybe. Sort of. I don't know, and I cannot think of a way to describe even what they say in the movie that is acceptable, so I'm just...
Yep. Yeah, no, everything Tristan says is about right.
Okay. The what would I say? The start of this movie is there is a woman that really wants. No, she doesn't really want to go on this boat because she is betrothed to a rich dude who is probably her cousin.
Yeah.
The only reason I say that is because every single person on the movie, that is rich on the thing, refers to other people as like cousin or like some other sort of familial bond, which would indicate some sort of very large familial like relationship between all of the rich people on this boat.
I think explains everything. Everyone on the Titanic was part of one family, except for the mice. The mice
except
were
for the
enslaved.
mice. So the mice aren't even involved yet. Like the mice just.
Oh yeah, they're not there.
I'm so.
The mice just aren't even here yet. So this man has a dog.
Mm-hmm.
The dog is almost never important. The dog randomly appears. The dog randomly appears to drive parts of the story forward because nothing is happening. That is all the dog does. The dog is like the dungeon master in a badly planned D&D campaign. The dog just appears, does something stupid, and then the story continues. So the dog randomly runs up to the woman that doesn't want to go on the ship because she's betrothed to another dude on the ship, and steals her glove, and then brings the glove back to the man. The man holds the glove sensually, sniffs it, and then the scene ends.
Yeah, it's
like
very
that's
creepy.
The scene.
It's very it's not done in a nice way. It's not. It's you don't.
No, it's very. It's a heavy sniff.
It is
a snoof, if you will.
It's also kind of like, I think, plainly obvious that the dog has done that multiple times before. Like they have.
He chides the dog like, don't you're not supposed to do that, dog. That's not something that you do routinely. I don't know what you. Yeah. No. So then the scene ends, and we find ourselves with the woman who doesn't want to get on the ship walking onto the ship.
Yeah.
Because she's getting on the ship. As she's walking onto the ship, a bunch of mice that can talk for some reason also get onto the ship. And I just remembered why she can understand the mice in the future. And I thought that wasn't real, but I just remembered that happened.
Real. Yep.
The whole thing is I thought that happened in the other movie, but no, that has to happen in this movie because she can talk to the mice. So.
Yeah. I'm happy that you remembered it.
So the mice get on the ship, and they're on the ship now. And the man gets on the ship, even though he doesn't have a ticket. I don't remember how he gets on the ship at all. Maxim, do you want to chime in?
Oh, I don't remember that.
I do not know. Crime. I do not know why he's on the ship.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
He's on the ship. Does his dog sneak him onto the ship? Something happens with the dog, and he's like is on the ship for some reason.
I feel like you're skipping on the singing parts.
I'm not skipping. They're blanked out. I forgot. I did not remember that there was singing in this movie. I thought that was just the second movie.
Singing is in the What? If it hadn't been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion.
Oh, fuck! Fuck! That's the first movie! The mice almost get eaten, and the dog saves them.
Good, Tristan. Now you're doing God's work.
This happens at some point. I do not remember when in the movie.
First scene of the movie.
Holy fuck!
When the mice get into the ship. They walk the plank into the ship.
No, it's not.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. They do walk the plank into the ship.
Yeah.
like into a lower part of the ship that definitely would be submerged, and it makes no fucking sense that there's a hole there, but they do enter the ship.
Yep.
And they're in the ship now. It's a very Feifel Goes West sort of scene. Like, all of these movies are like partially stealing from Feifel Goes West, but only the bad parts.
Yeah, explicitly in the parts where they're not stealing from the actual Titanic movie.
Yeah, it's
very important that there's it is impressive
so, Max,
how
I am
much
now questioning, wait, in which movie is it claimed that no one died on the Titanic?
It's the Tentacolino one, because Tentacolino
there's a whole extra scene.
Because Tentacolino was the one who saved the Titanic. That's why no one
reverse.
died.
Everybody reverse. Go back further. Yes. Okay, go back.
We're in an old theater, and there's a mouse.
And they have just reversed the fucking thing. Yeah, okay. There is a mouse father, and he's explaining to his mouse children, who are also in the movie, despite the fact that they do not know the story. The mouse children are being explained to that no one died on the Titanic. It was actually a con to get whaling rights.
Oh, no, they don't explain that there. They just say that no one died.
No,
they explained that con thing at the end.
Wasn't the Titanic bad, Grandpa? No one died. So the assumption here is that the grandpa is the main character mouse. The problem is the child that the main character. We don't know this. We also don't realize it, and also it's important to note that the child mice that he is explaining this to look exactly the same as the child mice in the rest of the movie, even though presumptively. Okay, there's time travel involved here. There has to be, because some things don't make sense in the second movie.
Or genetically engineered mice. I think they might not be his kids. They might be his clones from a lab.
So, the mice sneak onto the ship and are saved by the dog, who is also on the ship, despite our lack of remembrance of how the dog got on the ship.
Tristan, no. Here's the thing. I mixed you up. There are two different dogs in the different movies.
Yes.
One movie has a rapping dog. Tentacolino does not have the dog you're talking about. The non-Tentacolino Titanic movie has the dog you're thinking about. It's the non-talking dog that actually might talk later on. But I'm not sure.
No, listen, in one of them, they can't understand. In the movie that's not Tentacolino, in the other Titanic movie, they can't understand the animals.
Yeah, because she never cried on the deck and
exactly.
didn't get the moon magic. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know why. Those are alternative stories. They're different timelines, same universe. She didn't cry into the moonlight, and because of that, she can't understand animals. Which is, happens to the best of us. Who has not cried trying to get your tears in the moonlight?
The woman doesn't want to get married, so she goes onto the deck of the ship.
You're not forgetting the two. Oh no,
I'm not forgetting. Don't sweat it, forget it, enjoy the show. That's why when you pointed out the other thing, which is thank you for saving me, that's the song that leads into that.
But you're forgetting the lady which is obviously from Cinderella, who has two helpers, like creepy dudes who try to catch I don't remember, the mouse or like the dog, like there are two dudes. They're trying to catch someone, yeah. The whole movie they're just doing it. And it's never
What is the reason? Why do I want to believe that it involves the glove?
Because the glove is the non-Tentacolino movie. It does involve a glove.
That's the non-Tentacolino movie?
Yes.
Holy shit, I was so wrong. Okay, everybody, rewind again. We have to retell the whole story.
So no, because the non-Tentacolino one is the one that's weirdly racist towards Roma people. Because the guy who has the dog, like he is obviously
he's the main character in Tentacolino too.
No, that's a different guy. For fuck's sake, Tristan.
They wear the same outfit, look exactly the same, and are played by the same voice actor.
They're different.
I don't know that third one.
They're different cartoons.
I know they're different, but you say that, but what if it's actually that's him? That would explain a lot about the second Tentaclino.
Well, I already gave you the two timelines theory, which I actually think is very legitimate.
That is very true. They were both made by the same company, right? Like the same North Korean.
I think so. I mean, yeah, the animation was done in North Korea, and it's pretty obvious that the animation was done by slave labor.
Since these timelines are simultaneous, let's tell both of the first two movies at the same time. Then that way we don't have to worry about.
Oh yeah.
So everyone's on the boat now, and the boat is taking off. Two different iterations of talking mice have either been saved via song or not saved because there was no problem. But there is a problem. It's that there are Japanese mice. Am I wrong? What? Am I remembering that wrong? Is that from the Tentaclino 2? There are Japanese mice in one of the movies that are the villains.
Could you be mixing it up with Tom and Jerry and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
If I am...
Which also has talking mice, because there's the...
Wait.
And you were very sleepy when we watched that
Which
movie?
one has the chubby mouse?
Oh,
like a super chubby mouse that looks like the dad from... Not the dad. The... something from Sword in the Stone fused with the Lorax.
The sword?
No, the steward, the guy who's in charge, the lord.
That's, I think,
fused with the Lorax, like that mouse.
I think that's the non-Tentaclino one.
Okay, that one.
Because here's the one.
Which movie of the 4 now canon movies in this timeline features an extremely racist depiction of a Japanese mouse doing like some sort of martial art and then like getting shot?
Okay, I'm gonna go
because one of them has that, and we are not qualified to answer.
Okay, so Titanic, the animated movie, The Legend Goes On, is...
Deacon is captivated right now.
So it's
I'm just hanging out. Sorry.
So it's...
Your voice is not welcome in this podcast that you are literally the lead member of.
What are you talking about?
I'm like fucking sweating trying to remember this fucking movie. This is
so, okay. So Titanic,
we are like 3 minutes into one of these movies. Like we are not even remotely as far as we need to be.
Okay, so The Legend Goes On is actually the one that has the scary lady, the Mexican mice, and it actually has multiple talking dogs, I believe. And it has the rapping dog. The rapping dog is not in the same movie as Tentaclino. I'm sorry.
How is this possible?
The rapping dog.
So my initial estimation of what happens is actually more correct than the one that I changed it to?
The rapping dog is in the one cartoon where people actually died on the Titanic. Yeah.
Okay. I guess. Okay.
It's the one where the guy is blonde and the girl is a redhead.
Okay, so we need to skip some things if we want to ever finish this. Okay? What are the important... Let's hit the major plot points. We don't need to...
It's party time.
Why can this woman talk to the animals?
So this happens in the Tentaclino movie, not the one with the rapping dog.
This is where the timeline splits, right? Like this is...
Yeah. So in one of the movies involves a... it's called the Legend of the Titanic is the one that involves Tentaclino.
I am 100% certain that the Tentaclino movie is the one where the rich dude who happens to be trying to marry the person hires sharks to kill people.
Yes, because that's the Tentaclino one.
Yes.
It's the one which has the scene where one of the mice uses his whiskers to complete a telegraph call.
Yeah, that mouse! That's the Lorax mouse!
And gets electrocuted and dies, but then survives.
He is just alive because no one died on the Titanic. So she's on the deck of the ship and she's crying. And flying dolphins.
Yeah. So there's a
Emerged
plot. There's a plot
from the-
involving whaling rights and
Yes.
uh
Someone is going to sink the Titanic because that will give them
sharks.
whaling
The
rights.
sharks. It's the sharks from
The sharks. They have a name,
I don't
and it's
remember.
funny, but I can't remember what it is.
But yeah, you're right. So the sharks are planning to trick Tentacolino. We're not gonna explain who Tentacolino is. They're planning.
He is the main character of this movie. You don't need to know. Listen, you wouldn't believe us if we explained it.
I really like how Wikipedia has an explanation. Wikipedia lists the whole plot for the movie in great detail. So I'm just gonna read without any explanation. Connors and Ronnie learn all about what's going on with Elizabeth by their observations during their trip throughout the ship's ventilation system. They're appalled by the way Elizabeth is being treated badly and decide to help her. When Elizabeth goes to the bow of the ship that night, some dolphins talk to her due to some magic moonbeams catching her tears. The dolphins jump very high out of the water and seem to levitate. They tell her of Multiverse's evil scheme. Multiverse's manservant, I like how he's called a manservant and not just a servant, Joffrey's spies on Elizabeth's activities and uses a special whistle at the stern of the ship to call the criminal shark named Mr. Ice and use him for causing destruction.
Mr. Ice's gang. So
Yeah.
Mr. Ice can't.
Did you know that the octopus's name is Tentacles?
Yes, but his
Not
name is actually
Tentacolino.
Tentacolino because that's
No, it
the name
isn't.
of the movie. No, that is his name.
Nope.
Okay, first of all, they call him Tentacles. That doesn't mean his name's not Tentacolino. Okay, this is not a false memory that you've implanted. This is real. And I refuse to believe otherwise. Also, I don't trust Wikipedia's estimation of this movie. They think the dolphins can't fly. They think they just merely appear to levitate. That's not true.
The most racist part of this movie, I think, is the list of the Italian cast, because none of their names sound real. They are Rodolfo Bianchi, Fabio Boccanera, Paolo Buglioni, Stefani Crescentini, Oliviero Denele, Luigi Ferraro, Cristian Lansante, Beatrice Marghiotti, Stefano I think someone made those up because the director is Korean. The director's name is Kim Jun-ok. So I think. Well,
remember they shipped it to North Korea to be made.
Oh, he's made. Oh, Tristan.
And then it got back because they're like North Korean, like.
Well, he's actually South Korean. Tristan, he's made.
It was in South Korea. I thought we canonically figured out this was produced in North Korea.
No, I still believe it is, but the director is
okay.
Oh no, he's a North Korean veteran animator.
I called it.
Yeah.
We've had this journey before, Maxim.
Tristan, he has made a lot of movies, and they all.
I know what we're going to be doing. And Titanic.
He has made a movie called.
Maxim, we're only like 5 minutes into the movie right now. We cannot keep getting distracted like this.
He wrote a movie that is called Squirrel and Hedgehog. It's a show. It's not actually a movie. It's a show. Okay, so just let's go through the plot. Late one night, two lone squirrel guards are alerted by a commotion from the neighboring fowl village. Seeing that they are being invaded by the evil weasel,
German squirrel guards. They are clearly
and mouse forces, they hurry to awaken their leader, Jiumbit Darami, and warn him about the danger. Who's Jim? Oh wow! I need to show you Jium. Oh my god, he's Jium Saig Darami Golden Squirrel. Let me see.
There's a weasel named Jojebi. That's a child.
I'm afraid to see because I feel like if this show's episodes are like 7 minutes long, it might be just hentai. I don't know if it's called hentai if it's made in North Korea.
This is animated via like 3D animation.
It's not animated. It's live action animation.
It's live action. They just
it's people standing around with cardboard cutouts.
Tegan, I'm just gonna send you some of the characters from this.
Yeah, it's
lovely show.
I am so confused at the plot of this show.
We are no longer talking about Tentacolino. I just need to.
I need to know, why does Tentaclino the octopus have a dog?
Oh, no.
No, he looks like a dog.
It's a different thing, yeah. For fuck's sake.
Okay, why does he look like a dog?
Oh my god.
I don't understand. Why is there an army of children?
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're fucking ready though.
They are, look at them.
Oh
They're
my
ready
god,
to
why is
fucking
there...
go.
Tristan,
Okay.
there's like...
No, I have an important question. Who the
there's
fuck
a
decided? And this is like the
community.
case.
There's
Oh,
a community.
Fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah. I'm ready. Give me a sec.
Tristan. Oh, there's a community. Oh, there's...
Is this just like furry Titanic?
This is some just broken bullshit.
There are 365 entries on furry porn site.
Nondescript furry porn site.
I'm not telling you which one I used.
I mean, there's a lot of them, so.
That's a lot for me. They're all of them about the Fox Lady.
Yeah,
Every single
I
entry.
figured. Yeah,
there is not a single. Is there? Who is this character? What is this character's name?
Tristan, if you feel like it's been too easy to explain the plot of this, do you want to go deep into the lore of Oscar's Oasis? I'm not talking about plot. I'm talking about the minute details of the world.
If you remember anything about that show, because all I remember is not wanting to watch it so much.
Since graduating, I've actually rewatched all of
There are 22. There are 22 entries that are not of Lieutenant Fox Vixen.
Who are they off?
I have to minus out that one so I can see. They're of the wolf.
Oh, well, yeah.
Which makes sense. Is he a wolf or is he a weasel? He is called the wolf. He looks kind of like a weasel in most of these pictures. Except for that one. Okay, there is one of Daffy Duck offering a first aid equipment to one of the child ones that has clearly been shot. That's graphic. The first comment is, the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, I agree. Sounds about right. Okay, Tristan, I'm sending you a link.
Nobody is happy that this exists. Except for 8 people that have upvoted it. Nobody else is happy that this exists.
I'm sending you a link. Go there, join. Tegan, you can also come over there.
Tegan.
Okay, just so I have an important question. Whatever gets played on here will be in the video.
How long have we been doing this?
This is a good final part for the.
We are currently an hour and 13 minutes in.
Okay, yeah, this will get us to an hour and a half. That'll be like double the time your regular podcasts are. Okay, get over here. I'm waiting for you.
I don't know how I feel about this.
You're in here?
We're here.
Okay, let's go. We're watching this.
Am I allowed to have this in the podcast?
There is no way North Korea is gonna copyright strike you, and if it is, it's gonna be a great story for the next.
Honestly,
podcast.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Also, importantly, we are literally commentating it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're producing content. This is transformative. Oh, I know how Tristan loves things with subtitles.
Almost all of the screen is black at all times.
Yeah, it's very dark. I agree.
It's a dark movie.
It's the 2 guards. Yeah, we just read about this.
Weasels. Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they are murdering them.
I'm pretty sure this is some anti-South Korean thing. Oh, he's masturbating.
No, he's sleeping.
No. Look at his huge erection.
I'm like 100% certain this is anti-South Korea.
That's a possibility.
Why do they need to inform Gold Squirrel before they ring the bell?
Leader.
Yeah, but they should ring the bell first.
Inform Paul Revere. We need someone to go inform people that there's a problem.
Yeah, but they could have easily rang the bell beforehand. They lost so many lives.
They have to check with. What if he was just like, no, their sacrifice must be made in order to ensure
The foul
that they do
village
not know
shall
we don't.
fall.
Tristan, they just said strong bear uncle, and I don't feel like you appreciated that enough.
It's the guy that she was supposed to marry in Tentacalino.
This is going so
it's
fast.
It's never gonna be when Tegan has kids.
This is going so fast. What's going on? They're building something?
They're building something. They're getting ready.
Man, that guy is
they-
fucking strong. He's carrying an
That
entire
guy's
tree by
fucking jacked.
himself.
That
Yeah,
is
they're-
very low.
That guy's not on the.
All the chestnuts will go bad. Oh no.
I feel like
Those are ball
the
sacks.
chestnuts
Those
will
are
go
ball
bad
sacks.
thing.
Those are photorealistic ball sacks. They took pictures and put them there. Look at that.
I think I heard
Look!
the chestnuts will go bad line. I think I've heard that from a guy trying to convince a woman on Tinder to have sex with him. Like, I feel like someone said that the chestnuts will go.
I mean, we did just see that character masturbating in the earlier
Yeah,
scene,
yeah.
so.
He's got to
I
make
like
sure
how
he
over
has
time
some
you've
saved up
started to believe that
in
more.
a container somewhere.
I don't like that there are children laughing and saying, of course, we will defeat our enemies. That's a little bit.
That's what the
Also-
children need to learn, though, Tristan.
Oh, there's
It's the big bear uncle.
It looks exactly like a specific bear from a specific meme that I probably can't say.
Yep, don't say it.
Oh, he's
picking
fucking
up a big
jacked.
rock.
Holy shit, he's fucking jacked. He nearly
That's a
killed them.
Tentacalino move right there. That's a Tentacalino thing, Tristan.
That's exactly what Tentacalino did.
He
Yeah,
nearly
it's the
murdered
same
that
time.
That
child.
tree was the Titanic and that rock was an iceberg.
Why is he laughing, you fucking
He's an
criminal?
asshole. He's dancing. He's dancing towards the people he just assaulted.
He is Fortnite dancing on their fucking corpse.
거미야. 김장수 거미란 말이야.
That's one strong fucking bear. Holy
더
shit.
큼직한 곡간을 지으라.
If he's gonna slap her, you know what? I'm gonna go pour myself some alcohol. I'm sorry.
If he slaps
I'll be
her,
back
her
in a
head's
second.
gonna explode. He's too strong.
He's gonna pop her like a fucking zit.
Like a grape, Tristan. Like a grape.
Oh my god, then they're gonna have to do surgery on her.
Oh my god, they did surgery on Grape Squirrel.
Oh shit.
Shit.
This is why I knew having Maxim here would be good.
To be honest, of all
There's
of
too
our
many thoughts
of
in
all
Maxim's
the
head.
people who have come on this podcast, he has provided the most content.
There's just so many thoughts in Maxim's head, and Maxim is not afraid to say them. Which
He
is
is
different
very
than us.
eager
That's
to get them out.
Gotta get those thoughts out there.
Yeah.
I
So, why are they building a big storeroom for nuts after the foul village was invaded and they didn't help?
Okay, I got the alcohol.
They're building a big nut storeroom.
they go in the big room to put their nuts in.
The one
need to
gold-
Yep.
The one gold squirrel is gonna
Could you
masturbate
explain
into
to
a
me how
single
they've
nut.
made it this far without a storeroom?
I mean, we don't know their
This is
original
this
numbers.
is like when
They're
you're playing
squirrels.
Civ and you finally
They just
decide to
put 'em
build
in
the
trees.
granary. Like
Yeah,
10
it's
years before they get them in.
1984 in Civ, and you finally built a granary in your second city.
쪽제비?
Fucking weasels.
동산에 내가 있는데 쪽제비가
Okay, yeah, but they already did. So
Yeah,
I
they've
don't-
already
Some
completely.
socio-political
the
commentary.
bear just said, "Weasels don't dare invade our village because I am strong bear," and
The
they
bear
literally invaded your
absolutely-
village.
They enslaved and murdered so
absolutely
many fowl.
represents the atomic arsenal of North Korea.
Big strong bear. You mean the non-existent one? That's why the bear's not real.
You know how
Just
we
like this
have.
movie.
You know how we have Little Boy and Fat Man? North Korea has Big Strong Bear.
This is actually how I'm gonna treat this cartoon from now on. I'm gonna consider the bear to be a delusion of the little fur balls.
Oh yeah, a big weapon.
He's not real.
Oh my god, he's gonna murder her!
He is swinging a literal tree, like a cut down tree. He is swinging it.
Holy shit, he's gonna murder the shit out of anyone in his way.
Why is he swinging? He literally didn't announce he was gonna do this. He just picked it up and started swinging.
That's actually a very good representation of atomic power and the risks inherent in it. I just
pick it
wanted
up and start swinging.
Sometimes they just start swinging.
Post
I
for
like
the
how
storeroom
he
is
doesn't
flying.
He
is just
The other
swinging.
people
He
are
has
walking
thrown
away
it.
like they are walking away scared, which is right.
He has just punched down a tree.
He punched a tree. He punched a tree down. He Minecraft this shit.
Next is the dam. He is sending them to God. Same day delivery. Oh my god.
he's fucking
Just-
putting these
no, but
trees
like-
through people's windows.
This scene makes sense based. This scene makes sense based on everything we've seen before, but like show this out of context and ask people to explain. Like think about it.
3 flying trees.
Yeah,
Three
but they're
flying
cut down.
trees.
This is not like a.
See how they fly.
You can tell that his hands were sharp. He cut through those like a knife through
Oh
butter.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
They did smash into the ground on the other side of the river.
They're getting the chestnuts now, and
They're getting
Big Bear's gonna build
Bear
the
builds
storeroom.
them a storeroom.
Why do they need to call on Big Bear? Why are they so like bad? Why are there 2 more golden squirrels?
They weren't. I'm confused. They weren't digging.
Why is everyone suddenly wearing the same shirt but then not?
Yeah, earlier only Golden Squirrel was wearing a golden shirt, but
And
now
everyone
every other
else was
squirrel was wearing a
green.
golden shirt.
But now like everyone's wearing Does he have a fandom?
He's got parasocial relationships with his followers.
Oh my god. He probably Oh my god, he's
Her shirt color changed.
It did. It was green. And now she's seeing visions of
Who
warthog
is the
uncle,
warthog?
bear uncle, raccoon uncle, deer uncle, rabbit uncle. Who are these people? Where did you come from?
Fucking Avengers.
What the fuck? Why is he holding it towards the camera? Now it's Weasel Uncle.
Oh, fuck.
Is that
there's a
Gold
weasel.
Weasel?
He put on a helmet.
It's Gold. It's Gold
They've
Squirrel.
captured. They have
captured
captured
Gold
Golden
Squirrel.
Squirrel. They are fucking
Kill
torturing Golden
him.
Squirrel. They are literally. They killed Golden Squirrel.
They just snapped
walking
his
back
fucking
and forth.
neck.
He's pissed.
Yes.
I'm sneaking around right
Send
now.
in the mice.
Those are massive mice.
They're like almost the size of a weasel.
He's chiding the mice.
Why do the mice look like vampires?
Why do the mice look like mice?
Wait,
They
are the
don't.
mice bad? They're bad.
They're working
right?
with the weasels. Yeah, they're bad.
They're working with the weasel, and the weasel fucking murked a dude.
Well, to be fair, the weasels also invaded the Foul Village, and I think we're forgetting about that.
I did forget that important plot point that has not been mentioned since
Oh, well,
yet.
fuck! Gold Squirrel made it out!
Gold Squirrel's fine.
Is that Porcupine? Why are
Okay,
there
so
suddenly so many animals? How much
I
juice
do want to
can
point
Bear
out, remember
Uncle
how
drink?
you thought that it was the case that they didn't want to go help Foul Village, and that's why they told the Gold Squirrel first, but that literally is what happened.
Yes.
Like,
Why are there suddenly 2
didn't
gold
help.
squirrels? And it is the 3rd gold
they
squirrel.
saved the prisoner squirrel.
From the execution site of the weasels.
How did you save him? We canonically heard him get his neck snapped.
Yeah. Striped squirrel is alive. So that's
This is
Striped
just
squirrel.
like when we were playing the video game
Not
and we
Gold
killed all those people,
Gold
and then in the
Squirrel
next
has
scene
a
they were all just
fucking
alive.
V-neck. That's it. What makes him different? He's fucking. He's ready. He's got a fucking V-neck and everything.
He's Fred.
He could punch through a wall if he wanted. See, he's got that V-neck
I have an
too.
important question. Is Bear wearing a shirt that is that color, or is he shaved?
I like to think that he's shaved and wearing a V-neck.
He fucking died!
He's alive!
Nope, he's alive!
Oh
Bear punched a tree and yelled "come out," and the mice that were on the ground fell out of the tree.
Nobody can defeat Bear.
The mice that were canonically on the ground fell out of the tree. One broke its spine, but then was fine and they ran away. Okay, yeah.
I feel like Snowball's gonna come out and be like, we need to build a windmill. Why are they fighting? What?
They're angry. Literally, one of the squirrels just said, "We need unity so that we don't all die."
And then
the bear said,
over.
"Oh, do you think you can beat the
you
weasels,
can beat me?
weakling?"
You think you can beat me, you motherfucker?
They're singing. The soldiers are singing and walking now. There are targets with many shots.
They have guns.
He is shooting. He is fucking akimbo. And now he's back to march.
Why is he singing like a child?
Okay, so these are the hedgehogs.
There are multiple? There are multiple! Oh my god! I thought it was one guy doing everything.
The hedgehogs are the soldiers.
Yeah, but I thought Gold Squirrel was the soldier.
No, Gold Squirrel is in
like
charge.
John Wick.
He's
I
the
thought
one
he was
who
John
decides
Wick.
who lives or dies, Tegan.
Oh my god. Wait, then why are the weasels called the weasels? But the squirrels aren't just squirrels. The squirrels are like everybody else.
The commander hedgehog just like stopped another person to tell them to pay attention while they were literally
you silly
looking
boys. Failed, you
the
silly
weasel's
boys.
pissed.
The mean bear is talking big. He's gonna finish him in one stroke.
I'm gonna do that.
Their job was to spy. You're gonna drink a single.
You did not kill the bear? I shall give you
Jesus
poison.
fuck. Oh my god, that's
They're
crazy.
gonna poison the bear with liquor. Just I thought I'd explain that to the rest of the
Milk delivery.
The size of this mouse has changed dramatically since the last. It gets smaller in every scene.
But the wine glasses are supposed to be like weasel-sized.
The mouse went from being like half the size of the bear to being like smaller than his stoop to being like an inch and a half. Why is he massive again?
Now he's almost the size of the bear. Is this a children's cartoon? Oh my god, he's about to murder them.
He fucking Fusro dawed them. Is he drinking the wine despite saying he wouldn't drink the wine? Oh, he's out of his own wine.
I'm so
And he's
thirsty.
sad. He is sad because he's out of his own wine.
I thought you were dead. Just throw him. It's got a snake on it.
He is very thirsty. You can tell by the drip of water that came out of his mouth.
Wouldn't that mean like he's not thirsty if he's able to waste water?
If the bear actually dies, that'd be pretty funny.
That'd be...
I was wondering about that because I'm like, is this a children's cartoon? Would they show the bear dying?
Oh, you need to remember it's
Maybe
a
he'll
North
die
Korean
and then
cartoon.
Geese will bring him back.
3 days later, he will revive as he's an allegory for Jesus.
That would be the weasels, or is that just...
The weasels have invaded Flower City.
We did not stop the weasels the last city they invaded, and they just decided to continue invading. Who would have guessed? It is the weasels. They have magic hats that are going up and down on their heads.
They also have torches, don't forget that.
And lots of guns.
Jesus Christ, do kids in Korea have a bad childhood?
You have to have a TV to watch this.
Oh, that's true.
That was not a
only
joke.
the rich
That
get
was
to
me being
watch
sad.
this. So,
Oh, I guess they probably meant poisoned like he's gonna be asleep, not like dead. I wish
no,
he died.
he's dead. Look at him.
If he wakes up, what do we do?
He woke up. Oh my god! It wasn't poison.
That was the most startling face I've ever seen.
쪽제비가. 어휴, 어휴, 배야. 오, 쪽제비. 달랑이, 가자. 쪽제비한테 가잔 말이야. 이놈, 잘못을 뉘우친다더니만 또 날 쳐.
Oh fuck.
Oh no, he
He
actually
went
died
fully
this time.
upside down. Why did they have the whole scene of him dying for no reason?
Oh, that's why they wanted
It's
them to lose their
anti-South
trust in
Korean.
him.
It's also anti-alcohol propaganda. That makes sense.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Alcohol is a sin.
it is.
He's crying. Gold squirrel, you can't cry. Come on, just
I feel
go,
like this is
just
a
go
weird
take down
place
all
for a
those weasels.
depressing moment. Like,
Literally, the village is being burned down as we speak.
Is he gonna start singing? Oh, he's got a gun on him. I caught you finally, Gold Squirrel. There's no way you're getting out of this very well-laid trap I have set for you. With my gun. Only rescue Gold Squirrel, not the other one. We're going to march you until you... We're going to march you until you bleed.
Okay, then, Tegan. You seemed way too into taking on that role without prompting. Little concerning.
I'm surprised they didn't take his shoes. Oh fuck! He's got akimbo guns again. He has killed.
They're fucking dead.
He has killed.
He shot them. They're dead.
They're dead. Oh my god, they're so dead. He's got a knife. The Weasel Commander has now seen that the weasels have died.
Why would there be quills? He shot them with a gun.
Yeah, but his gun shoots quills, Tristan. What do you think the weasel's gun shoots?
Weasels. He killed them! He fucking killed them!
Oh my god, he's murdering them!
Did you see those weasels on top of the fucking cliff die?
He's just... Oh my god.
Dude, have we seen the ducks before?
Yes!
Yeah,
they saved the
other
one squirrel. Striped squirrel. But like...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they're ready to go into formation. The air support is coming in. That is the weirdest sound.
That was the most tame sounding literal air assault noise I've ever heard. Like a bubble bath.
This is the...
What the fuck are they doing? What the fuck?
They're making a rope!
What the fuck?
Goose rope! Goose rope! Cross the goose rope! The goose bridge!
Those are the alligators at the bottom.
Turns out they didn't know that the goose rope was actually goose the whole time.
That is what happened.
One of the weasels landed on another one.
Yeah, sometimes you just die, you know?
Ah, my hubris.
I really hope there was water down there, because if he just crashed into the ground, that would have been dark.
That would have been a
I can't believe
Is this
they killed
the whole
so.
show?
I can't believe they killed so many weasels and they just let Flower Village get invaded, as well as Fowl Village.
If you could have done that the whole time,
Why didn't you just do that
why
as a
did
backup
you wait?
plan? for
Did you
Bear?
genuinely not? You genuinely let 2 villages worth of people get burned because Bear insulted you.
Bear's like, you don't believe in my strength? And Gold Squirrel's like, oh yes, yes I do.
They're like, well, if you believe in Bear's strength, I guess we'll just let you die. Goodbye. And they left. Okay, I guess.
To be honest, I thought Gold Squirrel was gonna be like the commando in this story.
Show the dead bodies again. I want to see the dead bodies.
No.
They use bastard a lot for this being a children's cartoon.
만 믿고 울바자 하나 제대로 쳐놓지 않으니 쪽제비 놈들한테 봉변을 당할 수밖에 없지 않아? 어른 말이야.
If you only trust in nukes, you will be sorely defeated. You must also trust in the infantry and
There's also
the tanks.
literally tanks.
Why are they numbered like that? That's
Yo,
a weird way
it's
to
the-
number tanks.
It's the Hedgehog 405, Tristan.
Oh, fuck.
이렇게 자기 잘못을 뉘우친 금빛 다람이는 어떤 산을 지키는 싸움길에 나섰답니다.
This is, it's now about joining the army.
싸우는가를 두고 보세요. 다시야
It's,
그렇게
no, it's,
하셨어요.
you shouldn't expect
지난 날을
Other
nukes
people-
and or Big Bear to protect you. You need to join the army. That's what it's about.
And it's like Gold Squirrel has admitted his faults and joined the army.
That was the last scene. Okay.
Fuck.
Why is Bear here? What's he doing?
Look at him right there.
We're
Look
done.
at
This
him.
is what do you say at the end of your podcast?
No. I have to get that little. No, I'm not putting Bear in this. That's not happening.
Can you just
that.
like put Bear's eyes on
Nope.
my eyes?
It's not happening. No,
Please?
unfortunately, no.
Aw.
I already turned it off. Well, this has been the Hex Bois Podcast. I have been your hexiest boy, Tristan. Tegan, say something about yourself, please.
I'm pretty cool. Follow me on Twitch. Maxim.
Yeah, Maxim, introduce yourself to the end of the podcast.
Yeah, it's my name's Maxim. I talk about sex.
All right.
That happened. We apologize for everything and nothing.
I apologize for nothing.
There's
thank you
nothing to
for-
apologize for.
Thank you for
I
watching
know.
our.
In the end, Big Bear will protect us.
That's true. Yeah, Big Bear will protect us in the end. But if in case he doesn't,
Join the
hedgehogs will
army.
come and save us, and
Join
we will
the
join
army.
the army.
All right.
I'm glad we've come to this conclusion as a species.
Bye.
Oh, and if you're curious, yes, the same voice actors worked on all of the Titanic movies. Yeah.
I knew it.
All right. I'm ending the
Yep.
podcast now.
Yeah.
The
was
the different timelines too, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yes, I knew it. Okay, good.
All right.
Okay,
Bye.
so again, let me go ahead.